Hello everyone, I'm Margaret and welcome to Deliciously Sweet and Savory. Today I'm going to show you how to make Cuban-Style Chicken Croquettes. These are a great way to use pre-cooked and leftover chicken and are typically made with chicken from sopa de pollo. Making croquettes is actually quite simple, yet gives a different way to eat chicken that is very delicious. So let's get started. For this recipe, you need 3 pounds of cooked chicken, garlic powder, salt, onion powder, a large egg, milk, breadcrumb, chicken broth, and oil for frying. For the chicken broth, I am using a cup of sopa de pollo, chicken soup that I made. In fact, the cooked chicken I am using for this recipe was taken from the soup I made. You can find my sopa de pollo recipe through the link above. First, you need to prepare the chicken. I use fresh chicken, cook the chicken by making a soup, then take the chicken out of the soup to make croquettes. However, you can also use leftover chicken. The important part is to use cooked chicken. Don't use raw chicken for this recipe. Take the chicken and remove the skin, bones, and any cartilage from the meat. Then take the meat, put it in a food processor, and finally grind the meat. Next, put the ground chicken in a medium-sized bowl and add garlic powder, salt, and onion powder. Then give it a quick mix to evenly distribute the seasoning. Now add the chicken broth to the ground chicken and mix until the mixture has a smooth consistency. If the mixture seems too pasty, you can add more broth, but don't make the mixture get too wet, or the croquettes won't hold their shape and stay crispy once fried. Now, set up a breading station with the chicken mixture, breadcrumbs, egg mixture, and a tray or dish to place the croquettes. First, form the croquettes by taking 3 or 4 tablespoons of the chicken mixture and use your hands to form a small cylinder, about 2.5 inches long by 1 inch in diameter. You can also make the croquettes slightly smaller or larger if you want. Next, take the formed croquette and coat it thoroughly with the breadcrumbs on all sides. Then place the croquette on a tray and repeat the process for the rest of the chicken mixture. Now we are going to coat the croquettes a second time. First, fully coat the croquettes with the egg and milk mixture. Then transfer to the breadcrumb, coat the croquette thoroughly on all sides, and transfer the croquette to the tray. Repeat the process for the rest of the croquettes. Once finished, let the croquettes rest at room temperature for 10 minutes. This allows the coating to dry a bit and become crispy once fried. To fry the croquettes, put oil about a 1/2 inch deep in a frying pan and heat the oil on high heat. Use a few breadcrumbs to test if the oil is hot enough. If you see bubbles, the oil is ready. Put a few croquettes in the frying pan, but don't overcrowd the pan so that you have room to flip and rotate the croquettes. Reduce the heat a bit to medium-high, about a setting of 8 on your stovetop. And cook the croquettes on each side for about 20 seconds or until golden brown. For the small ends, you can either spoon some of the oil over the ends or stand the croquettes up like I'm doing here. When the croquettes finish frying, remove them from the oil and place them on a wire rack. Once all of the croquettes are fried, they are ready to serve. The croquettes will have a crunchy outer layer and a soft texture on the inside. The addition of the chicken broth to the mixture gives the filling of the croquettes a smooth, moist consistency, rather than being pasty and dry. They will also have an amazing flavor between the added seasoning and the use of the soup stock the chicken was cooked in initially. And the use of the chicken to make the soup, then taking the chicken to make the croquettes, makes this recipe cost-effective. It's also a great way to use leftover chicken in a new way. These croquettes are delicious and simple to make, so have fun giving this recipe a try. For more recipes like this one, visit my website, which also has the written recipes and ingredient amounts. You can also follow my channel. I'd like to take a moment to thank my patrons for the support. If you'd like to become a patron to support my channel, visit my Patreon page. Also, if there are any recipes, Cuban or otherwise, that you'd like to see, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you soon with another recipe.